Welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name is Sixty, your host. Today I'll be showing you how to do an outdoor do-it-yourself fire pit. As you can see right now, I'm barbecuing my rib, so it looks quite good. The heat is quite hot. So let's get started. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, step one, what you need to do is to use the brick and align them to the way you want it. So kind of get a feel for it. So put the brick together without putting the cement, and then see if you like it, and then you apply the cement onto it. Okay, step two, what you want to do is lay out the base. So I notice I'm doing that. Okay, right now I'm mixing the cement. You can get it home hardware or like Home Depot or Mona, whatever store that may have cement. I bought mine, I think 8 kilograms for around $6-7, right? Anyways, just add water to it. You got a feel for it. You don't want it to be too liquidy and you don't want it too dry. Just enough that you can pat it down. So notice I'm building a layer of a base. I have about 3-4 layers. Okay, so I'm right now mixing the cement together. Make it the cement thoroughly mixed properly, right? And add a bit more water if I need to. Okay, once it's mixed, what you want to do now is to put the cement onto the base. So this is my third layer. You notice I just put it on top of it and spread it out, right? So spread it evenly. Okay, so I put couple batch here and there. You don't have to, completely fill the base of the brick, but you just have to spread it out, mainly in the center. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, once you pat it down the cement, the wet cement, you put the fourth layer. This is my fourth layer of the base, and align it properly. Align it to the three tile that I have now. And then I use my body weight to press it down. Okay, I weigh about over 100 something pounds, so that's good enough to hold it, stabilize it, to put it together. Okay, and then of course the next step is, if you want to make it higher and higher, you can do that. But the next step is the next step, of course, is to add the neck. Now you don't have to. I just want to make it look nice. So I have a 3 square brick to place on top of that. Instead of putting another base, flat slate, I'm just going to put 3 square brick to make it look kind of nice and proper. Okay, so there's my first square brick. Okay, I put a cement on it as well. So so you have 2 cement, wet cement, one on the slate, the base, and then one on the square tile brick. Okay, so I'm gonna have 3 of them. So I'm just putting it down onto the base. There we go. Line it properly. Depending on how you want to look at it, make sure you measure the dimension to get it properly fit. There might be a gap in between, and depend on how big is your slate and how big is your square brick. So you notice here I might have a bit of a space in between. It doesn't really matter. As you can see, I finished laying down the 3 square brick. So I'm going to put the final base on top of that, and this is where we're going to put the fire pit on top of this. Alright. Okay, I put a last base on top of it. Now I'm ready to layer my brick, make a fire pit. So you notice I have the first rectangular brick. I'm aligning it along that base, the final base. So I put the cement. Notice I covered the cement bottom and side to side. And then the next step is to use another brick, this rectangular brick, and do the same thing. Apply the wet cement on the back, right? On the bottom, I mean, and then on the side as well. Notice here, I aligned it and put a little bit on the side, and then kind of like glue, right? You glue them together. Okay. So, and then later on, you notice here I apply on the side as well. Okay, so put cement along the side so that it will, you know, hold firm. So when it's dried, it's going to be quite firm and hard, and it's going to keep the brick together. That's how it works. And we just build 1 or 2 layers on top of that, and we're done. Okay, so I'll show you the final product. Okay, so it's coming along. I'm still adding the first layer of the fire pit. Okay, it's going to be 2 stack high, 2 brick high, right? So keep going with this. So the next morning I continue on to add the second layer of the fire pit, right? It was getting dark, that's why I had to do it the next morning. You can see here I'm adding the second layer of the fire pit. That's how tall I want it to be, at least. You know, this is where the charcoal coal is going to go in, right? I would add a stone first. So in the fire pit I would have stones, and then some sand, and then you know, lava stone even in there, right? And a bit of sand in there as well. And then just put the charcoal or the coal on top of that, right? So I think the dimension of this fire pit, it's around 40 centimeter. I'm not too sure, by 25 or 30. I'm not exactly positive this dimension. I just use, it's about 1.5 bricks in terms of width, and 3 brick lengthwise. Okay, so it's really no rough estimate. You don't have to be accurate the way you design. Just make sure you have enough brick though. Okay, so and enough cement to put it together. You can see that it's quite a nice fire pit. I had my son and daughter and her friend came over, and they had some marshmallow and popcorn, and I even barbecued, as you can see in the very beginning, my ribs on it. So and then at night it's quite warm. You can actually sit around the fire pit, and especially in the cool spring, near summer. This year I have a feeling it's going to be quite cool, so the fire pit will definitely come in handy when we're sitting outside the fire pit. Alright, so I'll show you the final product. And there it is, the finished product. You can see my do-yourself outdoor fire pit. I'm barbecuing my rib right now. You can also do marshmallows, you can do bacon, whatever you want. It's quite good. And, I feel hungry right now. At night it looks quite good, and I'll show you the picture of it. I put a lighter fluid to get it started. The kids go ooh ah, with the lighter fluid. So kind of get the coal started. And once it gets started, this is what it looks like. Right, an even heat. There we go. Very nice. Enjoying at night, sitting together, family get together, I guess. Well, there it is. EducateTube.com.